Speaking to BTV News, the head of corporate communications of the service, Mr. Courage Eboige, said the enforcement was carried out after the property owner allegedly failed to meet statutory tax obligations with records showing the last payment dating back to 2020. With a total amount of 3,860,203 naira to Kobo. He noted that despite repeated notifications and reminders accompanied by a court notice, the liabilities remained unsettled, prompting the Revenue Service to initiate an enforcement exercise in line with provisions of the law.
Yesterday, the enforcement team of the Edo State Internal Revenue Service, armed with a court order, went to premises of one Urbano Nosa at number 157 Uselu Lagos Road, Benin City, to distrain the premises in line with the court order for failure to pay taxes to the Edo State government. These taxes in the sum of 3,860,203 naira. 2 kobo. I was owed the Edo State government as his personal income tax, which he ought to have remitted to the state government as far back as 2022. And so, armed with that court order, we have no other option to go and distrain the property at that premises. Before we went there, we followed all the legal processes of administering taxes. Assessment was raised. It was served upon the taxpayer. The taxpayer, for reasons best known to him, probably refused to object. And so we had a final tax assessment, which was communicated to him. And since that time, he has refused to pay. And so it has accrued both the tax itself and the penalty and interest. And we had no option than to go to court after refusal to pay these taxes.
Mr. Eboigbe stressed that the enforcement was targeted at the property owner, Mr. Nosa Urbano, and not the tenants, adding that once outstanding obligations are fully settled, the premises will be reopened for business, as he stressed the importance and need for the tenants to go back to their livelihoods, given the economy of the country. Also stating that the service is open for negotiation and delegation. The Eirs head of corporate commissions, Mr. Courage Eboigbe, emphasized that the action reflects the state government's renewed commitment to enforcing compliance with tax laws and boosting internally generated revenue. He urged property owners and businesses across the state to clear their liabilities to avoid similar sanctions, noting that taxation remains a civic duty necessary for funding essential government services.
The tax defaults of this taxpayer is really impactful to the revenue of the state and the government as well. If we have taxpayers who refuse to pay taxes to state governments will not have the opportunity and the resources to provide for the citizens of the state. We all see the good roads. We all see the provision of electricity at our rural areas. We all see the improvement in the health sector, the educational sector. All of these are done with taxpayers' money. And so when we have some persons who do not comply with the taxes, with their civic responsibility, it puts the burden on other persons and it makes compliance to become difficult.
As at the time of this report, the property owner has yet to issue an official statement on the enforcement. Gosgift Omone reporting for BTV News.